Hello everybody. So I decided to try, talking, which I'm really very bad at talking at the camera. So it's a learning process, but I wanted to explain how I dyed my hair. It was very easy. It took way less time than the Sharpie method. If I had to compare it to the Sharpie method that I did, I would do this. Sharpie method is great if you're doing tips, if you're doing highlights on a small wig, like a short wig, or like, like an ombre effect or a balayage effect. Like, it's perfect for that. But the method I did for a whole wig, like the entire wig, you're better off doing the method I did with acrylic ink. Acrylic ink is fucking key. And the funny part about acrylic ink is I thought it was going to be more expensive, but if you shop at Michael's and you don't use a coupon, you're doing it wrong. You need to use a coupon every time. Sign up, get those coupons. I got 40% off. I use Liquitex ink right here, y'all. Yes. The magenta ink, 70% alcohol with the ink, and a spray bottle. What I did, these come with like drops. So I started out with a couple of drops to see how it was, and I started from the bottom and worked my way up. Because at first I was gonna do a Nicki Minaj wig from Good Form, a pink wig, and her hair is more magenta at the bottom and lighter pink at the top. But my mistake I made, this is a learning process, is kind of similar to the mistake I made with the Sharpie. When you use alcohol, you need to make sure you have the right ratio beforehand. I made it too light at first on the ends, and then as I kept adding more to go, but I still went from ends to top. Dried the wig, I let the wig air dry. When I air dried the wig, it honestly came out one color. I wanted like an ombre effect, and it came out one color. So if I had to do it again, I will make sure I had the right ratio at first. I would try a strand, not just go from bottom to top, which I thought I did good with trying a strand, but I just don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. My advice, try a strand, brush it, let it air dry fully, and brush it out, because alcohol does make the pigment lighter. Use less alcohol, more ink. And I did my entire wig with this ink, and I think I have that much left. This cost me like $1. This is the same one from last time. This cost me like $2, I want to say. And this ink cost me $2.99. I'm gonna be doing another wig with the acrylic ink, but a different application method. So stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for the color. This video was gonna be real short if I didn't come and talk to you guys. Like, it would have been 1 minute and it wouldn't really have explained anything. So I was like, let me just get face to, like, let me just get to you. I'm gonna come back on with the wig, show you the final results. Like I said, make sure when you test this wig, let it air dry completely. I did not wash the acrylic ink out. I was so scared. The wig with your spray bottle, spray in a downward motion. Do not go ham like I did. I went ham, and even though I laid down something to catch the ink, it got everywhere because I sprayed everywhere. Since it did get everywhere, it scared me at first, but because I mixed it with alcohol, it sat on top of, the floor I had. If you have carpet, I don't think you're gonna have the same effect. So I would say do it outside or hardwood floor because you have alcohol and you don't want to inhale all that. So the best thing is outside, but it's kind of winter where I live, and I live in Chicago. It's winter, it's cold as hell. I'm not going outside, so not spray all. It'll get everywhere. I'm telling you, everywhere. Let it fully air dry because it will drip. Not all the color will deposit. That's another thing. That's probably why it turned out lighter. Not all of the color will deposit. That's just how it is. It's a synthetic wig. It's not a human hair wig. But even when you use human hair wigs and you color them, when you rinse out your hair, a lot of color does come out. So that's just coloring a wig. That's just the process. I would suggest brushing it out because it does get tangled. Not as much as the Sharpie method. That was hella tangled. I probably wouldn't do that again. I probably would never use the Sharpie method again unless I perfect it. I tried the water color method with Sharpie and the alcohol method with Sharpie, where you put it in a bowl, and it didn't work. Both ways did not work. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe it was the hair. I don't know. It did not work. This is the best method. I wouldn't even, if I were you, waste my money on buying regular dye. I've seen people do it with the watercolor method with regular dye and the alcohol method with regular dye. And this is the only method I've actually seen successful results with. You know how we think we know that we're gonna do it a way that, you know, is better, even though we've seen, because this is like basically a science experiment. We've seen girls on here do science experiments with other methods and it failed, and we're just like, it is not gonna happen to me. If you cheap like me, I wouldn't risk it. I'm gonna come back with my wig on so I can show you guys like a whole 360. So this is my wig. It's my first time doing a frontal, but as you can see, like the top is darker and the bottom is lighter, but it's overall bubblegum pink. And here's a full 360. So cute. I really like it. Things to note: when you brush it out initially, you will get dye everywhere. So I would brush it when you dry it, when it's dried. On that tarp, I would not put the tarp you lay down away, or the stuff you lay down to protect your floor away, until you're done brushing it initially. When you're styling it, it does get on your fingers. You can't really tell because I washed it, but it washes off really good. It's not like the Sharpie. Sharpie takes forever to wash off and it stains. This does not stain. Even on my shirt is not, it's not stained. I use the Sensational Wet Lace Cloud 9 Swiss wig in Raina. And that's how it looks like. I'm 100% sure this will look way more natural if it was a darker color, but this is my first frontal wig. It is pre-plucked, which I have not plucked anything. This is how it came. Did not pluck it. It looks natural for what it is. I did not do the dark root method to make it blend more like I did with the other wig. I kind of like it like this. But yeah, it kind of got dark because of my foundation, but yeah. Not as tangled as the first wig I reviewed, but out the pack, y'all, out the pack, it sheds. I didn't even brush it. When I took it out the pack, all I did was this, and it, I don't know if you can see that, it sheds. It sheds. If you are gonna wear it, I don't wear my wigs to sleep. I take them off right when I get home, and I apply with Got2b gel. I don't use glue because I don't wear them for more than 8 hours. But I would twist them, brush the ends out, twist it up, and store it like that. So when you put it on again, you just do a twist out. This is a twist out. It's already naturally curly, but this is a twist out, and you can just separate with your fingers so you don't have to brush it, because brushing it more and more over time will take the color away. I mean, you could just dye it again, but yeah. So I completely lied. It's stained. I don't know if you could see that, but it's stained. Wear dark clothing.